What if the greatest myth in human history was never meant to be a myth at all? For more than 2,000 years, Atlantis has haunted the human imagination. Philosophers dismissed it. Historians argued about it. Scientists ignored it. And storytellers turned it into fantasy. But myths do not survive millennia without a reason. Plato was not a poet. He was not a dreamer. He was a philosopher obsessed with truth, logic, and structure. When he described Atlantis, he did not speak like a storyteller, and he spoke like a recorder: dates, measurements, geography, political systems, natural resources. So why did the world decide it must be fiction? Because Atlantis did not fit into the worldview of later generations. And anything that threatens the accepted model is often labeled myth, not because it is false, but because it is inconvenient. Across cultures, flood stories repeat themselves. Lost lands, sunken cities, civilizations erased in a single day and night. This repetition is not coincidence. It is a pattern. Ancient humans had no words for tectonic plates, seismic liquefaction, or mega tsunamis. They described forces the only way they could, through symbols and stories. What we call myth may simply be pre-scientific memory. And here is the first uncomfortable question. If Atlantis never existed, why do we keep finding traces of sudden destruction in the geological record? Modern geology tells a story far more violent than ancient legends ever imagined. The Earth is not stable. It is not solid. It is alive, fractured into massive plates floating on molten rock. These plates move slowly, until they don't. Subduction zones can cause entire regions to collapse. Volcanic chambers can empty in hours. Mega earthquakes can liquefy land itself. In the ancient world, a coastal civilization could vanish without leaving ruins. Not because it was weak, but because it stood in the wrong place. Consider known events. The Santorini eruption wiped out a powerful Bronze Age culture. The Missoula floods reshaped entire continents. Ancient shorelines now sit hundreds of meters underwater. If such events happened today, we would call them global disasters. For ancient humans, they were the end of the world. Plato described Atlantis sinking, not burning, not exploding, sinking. That detail matters. Sudden subsidence is real. It happens when underground structures collapse, when tectonic tension releases, when land loses its support. Atlantis does not require magic. It requires timing, geography, and bad luck. And the deeper science looks, the clearer one thing becomes. The Earth has erased civilizations before. We just don't remember their names. Atlantis is often described as advanced, and that word creates resistance. People imagine lasers, flying machines, impossible technology. But advancement is relative. A civilization that understands geothermal heat, water pressure, resonance, and natural energy flows would appear godlike to a society without mathematics or physics. Ancient structures around the world show precision we still struggle to explain. Stone blocks weighing hundreds of tons, perfect alignment with stars and solstices, engineering that resists earthquakes better than modern buildings. This does not mean ancient people were supernatural. It means they understood nature differently. Some scientists speculate that early civilizations may have harnessed geothermal vents, piezoelectric effects in crystal-rich stone, hydraulic systems far more complex than we assumed. If such systems failed, if seismic pressure exceeded design, the result would be catastrophic. Not a gradual decline, an instant disappearance. And here is the key idea most people miss. Atlantis may not have been the only one. Human history might not be a straight line upward, but a cycle of rise, collapse, and forgetting. What we call primitive may simply be what survived. Atlantis is not important because it was lost. Atlantis is important because it reminds us of something uncomfortable. No civilization is permanent. We believe technology protects us. We believe knowledge makes us immune. But the planet does not negotiate. The same forces that may have erased Atlantis still exist today. Tectonic stress, rising seas, volcanic instability, sudden climate shifts. The myth survives not because people loved fantasy, but because they remembered a lesson. A civilization can disappear faster than its wisdom, and when that happens, survivors turn facts into stories, and stories into myths. Perhaps Atlantis is not asking us to believe in it. Perhaps it is asking us to learn from it, because the greatest danger is not losing knowledge. The greatest danger is forgetting that we once did. And if this story made you question what you think you know, then the myth is still doing its job. If you enjoy exploring history through science and reason, subscribe for more stories hidden between myth and reality.